I want to talk a little bit about, having a vision for the future for travel. For travel is great, it's great, but these all can be visions that'll be derailed by geopolitics, wars, national political situations, environment, weather, impeachment hearings. I don't know. How can
Those are helping. Yeah, everyone wants to get away.
That's right. How can you, as leaders in your individual industry, sort of help to mitigate the impact of these things? I mean, things you can't control. How do you look at these things and say, what can I do that will help my business, help my customers, help my shareholders? Anybody want to tackle that rather minor question first?
Yeah, it's hard.
Fires in Australia.
Coming from Australia, business is down about 60% in Australia right now. It's pretty full on in the airs, unbreathable. So it's a pretty tough situation. But I suppose speaking from perspective of a business that goes to 120 different countries, we always have one of those situations. At the moment, China, with the flu, we've seen the effect of some of the tensions between the US and the Middle East, and various different times from the bird flu and financial crises. I think as leaders, what we've done and what we've tried to do in the business is support our people. We have over 2,500 employees globally, is to be able to support those people. When Egypt was going through the Arab Spring situation, tourism really went down to zero, but we're able to retain our staff, support our people there, and help them to, when it was ready to come back, that we had great people on the ground that were ready to rebuild. So I think from a leadership point of view, we've really taken the approach about supporting our people, supporting the businesses, and it's a long-term game, and there's always going to be something that happens over the journey.
Do you find your travelers are a little hardier, that they are able to look at these situations and say, okay, I've seen that, I'm going to keep going?
Or they go somewhere else. I think for us it's the breadth of product. If there is a situation where it's unsafe, we don't want to go there, and the customer sure as hell doesn't want to go there as well. So I think they're very robust, and they'll continue to travel. They'll go somewhere else. But we have a responsibility as well to be safe.
Daniel, you had an I'm going to go to Lisa.
Yeah, I think one of our challenges on this is, I'm not going to blame media, but media
go ahead, everybody.
Go ahead and blame them. It's a little bit of a challenge when things are blown a little bit out of proportion sometimes, driven by clicks, and So I'm not going to bash the media, but it's a little bit of that effect. But I think we have a responsibility also to downplay that a little bit and tell our guests, tell our clients that it's not, unless it's real danger, it's not really that bad. The media coverage that we're seeing on the virus these days is not representative of what it is at the moment. It could be representative of what it could be in the future, but not at the moment, and that's affecting travel. On that said, traveling is extremely resilient to crisis. You can go back 20-25 years and you can point the different crises that we had. SARS, Ebola, the financial crisis, fires, and so on. And you can see these small dents in demand. But on overall, it's pointing in the right direction. So my tips is just to be capitalized to handle a small crisis and then just wait it over.
Great. Any other comments on this, Lisa?
I think it's been well said. One of the things about our industry is we do have movable assets. The world is an interesting place. Something is always going on. Every year we find ourselves in the same situation, but we're able to sometimes help a lot, especially when you see hurricanes, and what our company does to help communities recover, and then we can also just go somewhere else. But yeah, it's always an interesting day, and you just hope and pray when you wake up, everything is going to be, sort of status quo.
It does make it exciting, though.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. What else? That's why they call it work, right? That's why they call it.